Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the P.O.E Farmer. Hey guys, it's the P.O.E Farmer. Welcome back to the channel. Starting today, we're gonna be doing things a little different. You know what I'm saying? Just for now, during the off season, you know we don't have much to do in the fields. So I'm gonna be doing reaction videos on farmers. Not just in the Delta, just farmers all over that I watch on my time actually, because I do learn a lot from random farmers that I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of farmers learn from watching other farmers. You know, YouTube is just a big platform full of free learning. That's how I feel about it. And if you ain't noticed, you know, I got my goals in, my slugs in. I try and go fishing. You know, I'm trying to go fishing. I need some new subs. I need some new likes. I need y'all to comment. I need the support. It means a lot. Also, when I'm doing these reaction videos, if there's any farmers out there that want their channel to be reacted to, be sure to leave your channel in the comments below, and I'll be sure to do a reaction to your video. Okay guys, so the first video we're gonna get into why are all the black farmers vanishing. This video will be in the description below. Links will be in the description below. This video isn't a motivation at all. Actually, this kind of demotivated me. All the black farmers vanishing. This video is a little different from all the other reaction videos I'm gonna be making. This is kind of a demotivator, but again, it is a motivator because it's like, you know, black farmers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody scared to be a farmer. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I take my risk. You hear me? Shit.
My grandfather would say the land knows no color. Never mistreated anybody. You know, people do.
This is the story of an injustice that begins with slavery, continues through decades of government-sponsored discrimination, and even now is a fight for survival. Black farmers have faced discrimination for centuries.
Hey, that's my guy right there. That's my guy.
There's fewer than 49,000 of them in the U.S. That's less than the entire student body of the University of Texas.
We had to fight for the land, fight for the equipment. But the white farmers around here, the land was inherited down.
Black farmers lost 80% of their land between 1910 and 2007, in large part because of systemic racial discrimination.
Folks are starting to realize that we don't actually have a future of farming unless we include all of the various ethnicities and races in this nation.
With that having been said, with me trying to farm, my granddad, he been killing my motivation for the longest. But basically he's been trying to warn me exactly what's going on with this. It's not fair. The farm business is not fair anymore, not for the black people. I'm not sure if it'll ever be fair, and I want to just bring some light to that when I start doing what I do. So yeah, I definitely want to.
Leah Penniman knows a lot about the history of black farmers in the U.S., in part because her grandmother was a farmer.
A lot of people don't know that the 12.5 million Africans who were kidnapped from their home were mostly rounded up because they were expert agriculturalists.
I ain't know
Even
that.
after the Civil War ended, the government never delivered on its promise of reparations. It said it would give freed people a plot no larger.
So what they just said was, when we became slaves, our ancestors became slaves, that was rounded up because the people from the Americas, they knew that we was agriculturalists. Like we knew about agriculture. We probably knew how to hunt. Like, that is the culture. Farming is our culture. You know what I'm saying? Black people culture. I want to see a lot of more black people farming. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make that a challenge. Go pick up a hoe.
Wait a minute.
40 acres and a mule. It didn't.
Despite the fact that the promise never happened, we did manage to save enough money to purchase 16 million acres of land by 1910.
Black farming hit its peak in 1920, when nearly 1 million black farmers worked the land. Many black families across the South were sharecroppers. That meant they'd rent and farm small plots of land, and then the landowner would receive part of their crop. But high interest rates and unpredictable harvests often left sharecroppers, like John Boyd Jr.'s grandfather, indebted to landowners.
He would always wind up.
See, John Boyd, I kind of look up to this guy right here. This guy, he fight for the rights of black farmers. You know what I'm saying? He even fight for the rights for any farmers in America. When they was giving money out to fight the war, you know what I'm saying? He was basically saying, hey man, y'all forgetting about the farmers. This how y'all getting food on y'all table. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't just keep putting money into feeding the war. Then we starving at home. You know what I'm saying? Like soon's gonna be some problems. Yeah, that's why I like John Boyd Jr. You know what I'm saying?
For money, and I couldn't figure
John
that
Boyd
out.
Jr.
I said, how in the same world do you work all year, harvest a crop, and you actually owe the plantation on the money?
John is a fourth-generation farmer and the founder of the National Black Farmers Association. His family story is one with a landscape fertilized by black labor. He is part of the 1.4% of black people who make up the country's 3.4 million farmers. The U.S. government has restricted the success of black farmers, and John would become a driver in their fight for equity.
I call the USDA the last plantation, the way that they're treated black farmers. We've been degraded and humiliated.
For decades, the U.S. Department of Agriculture systematically favored white farmers by denying loans to black farmers. Like his grandfather, John found himself financially struggling to keep his farm. He went to the USDA for aid, and the intense confrontation with the local USDA loan officer nearly ended in a physical fight.
The farm operating loan and the USDA loan officer, they spat on me. I just lost it.
He said they spit on his ass.
He said, if you don't learn how to talk to me, you're never going to get a loan in this county.
The Department of Agriculture is often the last resort for farmers when they don't qualify for loans from other sources. And discrimination was widespread at its local branches, which were largely run by all-white county committees.
We filed 3 applications at the USDA, and 6 months later, they claimed they had lost those loans or they couldn't find them.
Lester Bonner is a 74-year-old farmer from an agricultural family, and he says his fight with the USDA started in 1983. The land Bonner and his family tilled for 18 years was owned by a white man who promised them they'd get the first opportunity to purchase the grounds. But the government didn't make that easy.
We sat in the yard 2-3 hours, a couple of days, waiting on the guy to say he was going to come out and we were going to fill the papers out. Nobody never showed.
Throughout the 1990s, it took an average of 60 days for white farmers to get their loan applications processed. But for black farmers, it took 220 days.
That's wild,
Stories
man.
of
That's
unfair
wild.
lending practices were so common among
I've
farmers.
I've seen this with my own eyes. This is still happening now. This is still going on
Their
now.
fight led John and 400 others to sue the government in a class action lawsuit known as Pickford versus Glickman in 1997.
I did a lot of the legal work because lawyers said there's no way you're going to win suing the federal government, especially a group of blacks to get paid for something, compensated for something, was taboo and had never been done before.
But the black farmers did win. Well, kind of. The government settled the case for a little more than $1 billion.
The Black Farmers case was like the next biggest thing to the Voting Rights Act as far as meaningful things that happened to black people in this country. A drop in the bucket for what happened from slavery to Jim Crow to sharecropping.
Nearly 16,000 farmers affected would receive $50,000.
You get 50K, you get 50K, you get 50K, you get 50K. See, it ain't like that. No, it ain't like that. It ain't that easy.
So Boyd found himself again
it ain't that easy.
40,000 claimants.
Hey guys, make sure you like and hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when I drop my next video. Thanks.